Yeah. Listen, Jack, we're gonna have to tell our mate what's going on.
Oh no, it's best to keep it between ourselves.
But he's gonna start asking questions if that bouncer comes back on the door, isn't he?
Yeah, well, there's no sign of him or that Finnegan fella today, so maybe that'll be the last we see of them. Anyway, what did the doctor say?
He wants me to take a week or two off.
Take it.
No chance, Jack. You know with all this going on. You know what this is, don't you? It's a flaming protection racket.
Dad, you've not been so good, and you woke up with chest pains. I'm not having you making yourself ill over all this.
Yeah, so it looked a bit secretive.
Yeah, it's about...
It's me, Dad. He's been having a bit of chest pain.
Yeah, but I'm all right now. You know, I've been to Quacks and give me some more spray.
Don't be doing too much, eh, Dad?
Jack, we've got to tell him.
No, not yet. Just leave it with me. I'll think of something.
I'd give up on that if I was you.
Yeah, to think. We used to watch tellies this bad when we were kids.
Well, can't we rent one?
I might as well wait until we're out of here. Which won't be too long, I hope.
I'm going to be spending the weekends at Keith Smith's. We got a stag night for one of the lads on White Watch.
Yeah, well, as long as you don't want any more clothes washing. There's a not going to bag wash again till next week. It's too much like hard work.
Well, I need me suit, but I'll get it dry cleaned, Ma.
Hiya, Tim.
Seen these?
Oh, yeah. Platoon, I've seen it.
How are you going to watch them? We haven't even got a decent telly, never mind a video.
Well, I'll go to Sharon's and watch them.
Hey, you're grounded, remember?
Oh, but I've got to see them if I'm going to be a soldier. I mean, I've got to learn techniques and that.
What's all this talk about the army? I don't want you joining up. It's too dangerous.
You didn't stop our Ben being a fireman. Isn't that dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if he has to go to war or anything, love.
No, it's all peacekeeping now, you know.
Yeah, well, I still don't like you.
Here you are, Mum. Bosnia assisting the United Nations in peacekeeping efforts. I mean, I won't even be going to war. And I might go to Africa or something.
I wish.
Do you mind? This is serious. I don't want him joining the army.
Well, it could be a good opportunity, you know. You never know, we might even end up with a trade.
Yeah, I could be a general or anything.
I mean, there's no harm in going down to the recruitment office and just having a word with them, is there?
Oh, please, Mum. There's something I really want to do. Will you come with us?
Hey, isn't this like one of those moments that they have in the movies when we're supposed to feed each other tasty tidbits of food?
Should I put a steak and kidney pie in the fat then?
Oh, God, you really know how to turn a fella on, don't you?
Are you saying I've got to try harder?
Much harder. If you want me to take you for a drink tonight.
Well, that depends. If I can get my mum to babysit or not.
Well, you'll have to do your best, won't you? Because it was in your stars this morning. You will spend a passionate evening in the company of a hot-blooded man with kissable lips and a Mercedes.
I like the sound of the Mercedes.
Oh, you're a gold digger.
Oh, look the bag. See, it's right. What's he doing here?
Asking me out on a date.
Look, love, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not poking my nose in anything like that. But I'm not sure whether all this is right, you know.
Oh, what?
Well, you and your mates. You've got our little Carly to think about. Want to make her what's it? Unstable.
What, mate?
Look, first there was Gary, wasn't there, eh? Then Mike Dicko. Now it's a flaming hairdresser.
And what's his job got to do with it, eh?
No.
No, I don't.
He's a bit light on his feet, isn't he?
I am not even going to answer that.
Hey, Jimmy, can I have a quick word?
Yeah?
I've got a bit of a problem with the bar.
All right.
Yeah, the thing is, someone wants to run the door.
What do you want me to do? Give him a reference?
A fella called Finnegan. Have you ever heard of him?
Doesn't ring any bells now. Leaning on your heavy, is he?
Well, he put a bouncer on the door last night. But I'm just really worried it's all getting out of control.
Just want to tell him you're not interested.
Yeah, well, I didn't think he's the type of fella that'll take no for an answer.
Listen, love, take it from me, and I should know. The only way you're going to get rid of them is if you stand up to them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Listen, I don't suppose you'd fancy doing the door for us, would you?
Am I hearing you right?
Well, yeah. You'd be paid well, like, and well, you'd really be helping us out.
I'll bet I would. Listen, love, when I came asking you for a job, you told me where to go. But now that you're in trouble...
It's a job. Take it or leave it.
Now, let's see. I'll leave it, thanks. Get someone else to do your dirty work. I'm not that desperate. So, I've got it all worked out. Half term, we're off.
I found this place up in the Cairngorms. Dads and lads.
Oh, look, Dad, you don't have to go to all this trouble, you know.
Oh, it's no trouble. I want to spend time with you.
Oh, right.
So, I thought we could drive up to Scotland, camp out, canoe, bit of orienteering. Be great fun.
Dad, hang on.
What's up?
Well, the thing is, Mum's asked me to go to Germany with her at half term.
What?
Well, she's going around business looking for sausage. And she asked me if I'd go with her.
Daniel, your mother has to ask me before you go anywhere. She's got no right organising anything without checking with me first.
Does that mean I can go or not?
I don't know. Things are at a delicate stage between your mother and I. In any case, I wanted us to spend some time together. I'll have to think about it.
Now then, Tim, this is just a preliminary interview. You know, to find out what you'd like to do in the army.
Oh, well, actually, Sergeant knows. I've been reading some stuff, and I think I'd like to be in the Paras.
The parachute regiment. Well, that's probably the toughest to get into, but all the regiments will be open to you once you pass the aptitude test.
But what does that entail, love?
No, it's Sergeant.
It's a touchscreen test where the entrant has to undertake various tasks, matching up symbols, number skills.
Does it matter that he hasn't got any GCSEs?
No. As long as Tim passes this test and is physically fit, he shouldn't have any problems.
So I'll be in?
Yes. If you prove yourself to us, Tim, there's no reason why you shouldn't have a good career in the army.
Well, sometime today, please. Yeah, but this is really urgent. I need to see you today.
Dan?
Oh, look, I've got to go.
What are you doing? Dinner's nearly ready.
No, I was just on the phone.
Well, I can see that. Why don't you use the phone indoors?
Well...
Oh, it's not a girlfriend, is it? Yeah, well, come on, wash up. Dinner in 10 minutes. Hi.
Oh, aye. Got yourself a girlfriend, have you?
No. That was just to keep him happy. Just do my head in.
That's what dads are meant to do, isn't it?
Yeah, but ever since him and his girlfriend split up, he's been trying to be my best friend. All this lads and dad stuff. Making me climb mountains and things.
Climbing mountains? You're gonna have to do something radical.
I am doing. That's what the phone call was about.
So you can see here that once you've completed the physical and medical at the selection centre...
How long will he be there?
2 days. It's backed up by more interviews, but once you get to that stage, you'll be well on the way.
Well, when can I go?
Hold on, love.
I'm glad he's keen. We need him like that. Right. So before I book you in for the test, there are 3 things we have to talk about that might affect your eligibility. Health, which the medics will see to. Drugs, and any involvement with crime. So I have to ask you, Tim, have you ever taken drugs?
Never, Sergeant.
And he's telling the truth there, love.
Good. Any trouble with the police?
Well...
Not really, but Tim was in my shop late one night and there was a bit of a mix-up and someone called the police and he ended up getting arrested.
Oh, I see.
It was nothing serious, though, love.
What was the outcome?
Well, the police just cautioned him. I mean, I tried to explain everything, but you know what they're like.
So he didn't go to court?
Oh, no. He hasn't got a criminal record.
Good. I wouldn't worry about it then. We'll book you in for the test appointment, and then I'm afraid it will all be down to you, Tim, and how well you perform. But if things go smoothly, we'll have you signed up pretty soon.
I wouldn't normally see a client without an appointment, but seeing as it's you... Does your dad know you're here?
No.
So, a mysterious phone call and a secret meeting.
Yeah.
Dan, please tell me why you're here. Is it to do with the custody hearing?
Yeah, sort of.
What about it?
Well, the thing is, I was wondering if you'd go out with my dad again.
I beg your pardon?
Well, he's been sulking around the house, and he's been giving me loads of earache.
Really?
And I think it's because of you.
Do you?
Yeah, and if you asked him out, he'd say yes.
And what about you? You weren't exactly happy about me being around before.
Well, I think I understand women better now. My mum's going out with someone, so...
Is she?
He's called Patrick.
Okay, I'll give it some thought.
And whatever you decide, this conversation never happened.
Client confidentiality is my strong point.
Right.
Hi.
I'll see you.
Okay, bye.
See you then. Your clients are getting younger, eh?
Yeah.
So, how are we doing?
Well, I don't expect it'll come as any surprise to you, but I'm afraid we're going to have to start all over again.
There you go, my love. 50p. Thanks a lot. Cheers, sis.
And I think table 6 is food ready.
Yeah, no problems.
Dad, these lenses are really irritating me.
Never mind, love. They say it takes a few months before you get used to them, innit? Oh, no.
Hi, Jackie.
It's Miss Dixon to you.
I don't mind if we keep this a purely business relationship.
Look, mate, we told you last night.
Yeah, we don't need your bouncer friends in here.
Like we said, we didn't have any trouble before he came.
Like I said, what we're offering is insurance.
Yeah, well, we've been thinking about this and...
I'll tell you what, Miss Dixon. Why don't we go to your office and discuss the finer details in private? I'm very persistent. You won't get rid of me until you've heard my entire sales pitch.
Right. Now, I just need to go through the exact sequence of events on the night of Gladys's death.
Again?
Yes, well, with Elaine out of the picture, things look rather different. And as I told you the other day, now there's nobody to corroborate your version of what happened.
I understand all that.
Fine, but details are important. Now, this part of the statement relates to the moments immediately prior to Gladys's death.
Yeah, it's just as it says there.
So you say we did it together?
Yeah.
Fine, but we need to go into that in more detail. Now, whose hand went on the pillow first?
Elaine's. But I think she was trying to pull the pillow away at first.
At first?
Yeah. And then she just sort of stopped fighting against Gladys and I think started pulling down the pillow.
You think?
Yeah. But she couldn't do it. So she asked me to help her.
And you did?
Yeah. I put my hands on the pillow too and started pressing down. Pressing down. Look, do we have to keep going over this?
I'm sorry to push you, Mick, but you've really got to be clear about this. The prosecution will be gunning for you, be no doubt about it.
No, I'm not.
Good. So let's get to the minute detail. Because you're going to have to be sure that the story you go into court with is the one that you stick to. Any slight deviation and the prosecution will pounce. I've seen it happen before. They'll make mincemeat of you.
The point of the contract is so that we both understand the terms of the agreement. That way you can complain if our service isn't up to scratch.
Hold on. This says £750 per week.
How much?
750. But don't forget, all my operatives are self-employed, so you don't have to pay any holidays, sickness or national insurance. All works out in your favour.
Thanks for all your interest, Mr. Finnegan, but I'm telling you straight, we're not interested.
Too right, we're not interested. What about our profits?
Dad, we don't need to get into all that. I don't want your insurance. This just seems like blackmail to me. Now, thanks very much for your offer, but I want you out of my bar now, and if you come back, I'll get the police.
I'm sure we'd be happy to advise you that this is a perfectly legitimate business contract.
I don't want your security. I'm not interested.
Don't worry, it's only a copy.
She said she didn't want a contract.
I'll leave one here anyway, just in case. Get your time to think.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you had company.
Yeah, well, I'll just go on.
You've got my number. I'm afraid Des is busy tonight, so he won't be able to help out. But any emergencies, do give me a call.
What was all that about? Close the door, son. I think we've got a problem.
H-E-N-S-I-V-E.
Comprehensive. I won't bother putting Thornton down as a reference.
Well, you'll have to.
Because if your headmaster's not down, they're going to wonder why, aren't they?
What should the army care what he says? He's a biff.
Tim, any reference you get from him will be fine. When I was a school governor, it was policy to be fair to all the pupils, even if they had been excluded.
And remember what that sergeant said. Right? It all depends on what you do for them in these tests.
Will you go over a few of those test examples with me?
Who, me?
Well, I'd ask our Ben, but he hasn't got your patience.
Yeah, I'll help you all I can, yeah.
Thanks, Sinbad.
Oh, well, we didn't expect the reception committee.
Don't you be getting too drunk here. You've got a silencer on in the morning.
Well, what would you give for the sleeping partner who'd sleep a bit longer?
Do you want me to stay on the door all night, Jack?
Well, Finnegan said he wouldn't send any bouncers in tonight, but I wouldn't trust him as far as that could throw.
Look, love, if anybody does turn up, we'll just tell them that they're not needed. And if they won't go, then we phone the police. As simple as that.
Yeah, okay, Saz.
Look, Dad, why don't you just go home, mate? I'm fine, Michael. I'm staying here. You look terrible. Michael, I said it. I'm staying here. Well, look, if there's any trouble, I don't want you getting involved, all right? Yeah, all right.
Yes, gents, what can I get you?
2 beers, please.
You certainly know to spoil me, don't you?
Anytime, mate. Cheers.
There you go. That's £6, please.
Take it easy, boys.
Excuse me, but you forgot to pay.
I think you wanted there, lads.
Get the beers. £6, please. Thank you.
Is everything all right, Jack?
Yeah, fine.
Right, mate.
All right, Linz, please. You celebrating, are you?
She's celebrating being out together, you know.
See you later.
See you.
So, what was all that about?
God knows. What can I get you, Mick?
Have a bottle of lager, please, Jack. Could do a bottle of scotch, like, but gotta do a stint of the chicken later.
Don't suppose we're coming to work back here now, will you?
Why'd you say that?
Oh, you know, I just thought with things being the way they are.
You mean you don't want a murder on your staff?
No, I didn't mean that at all.
Well, I hope not, because I'm not guilty.
All right, Beck, take it easy, eh?
Right. Let's improve your word power.
Oh, hang on. Just let me finish this way.
You can read that later. Be nice to spend a Friday night doing something together for a change.
Oh, we've got all Saturday and Sunday, yeah?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, why can't you be like a normal dad and go and get a pint or something?
Because I want to stay in with you. Anyway, what's the point of drinking on my own?
Well, you could ask Eleanor along.
What?
Well, I bet she still's interested in you.
I doubt it. Not now. Anyway, I stopped seeing Eleanor so I could spend more time with you.
I just think you should ask her out again.
Yeah, but it's not as simple as that.
Look, I'm going to go and get myself a bath. I don't need you to get my rubber ducks out either.
Here you go, ladies, 2 cocktails. Now, what was yours? Gin and cream fruit juice.
You ever get the feeling you've been somewhere before?
Got a deja vu from last night, eh?
I don't suppose you fancy a quick one down at Rubber Soul, do you?
Well, I was going to see if you fancied coming back to ours, you know, for a coffee.
Right, sounds good to me. Oh, what about your dad?
What about him?
I just got the feeling he doesn't like me, you know?
What dad does like his daughter's dates, eh?
Do you mind?
Hey, pack that in or you can go.
Hey, come on, lads.
I'll get them out, mate. Hey, don't think you into the bar, because you won't be getting served.
Hey, that's enough. Let's just be cool here, boys.
What was all that about?
Pair of divvies.
Listen, thanks a lot for that, Mick.
Oh, forget it, Jack. Look, I better get to the gym. See you later.
See you later.
Ready for business, eh?
Listen, I'm really sorry about that, everyone. But the state of the place. Do you think they were Finnegan's people?
I doubt it.
Do you want your coffee now?
I don't want you to move anywhere.
Ever?
Well, I suppose you could wriggle around a little bit.
Oh. And you're going to give me something to wriggle about?
Oh, what about your mother?
My mum's asleep. And my dad won't be back till the chippy closes.
Oh, I feel like I've just won the lottery.
Anyway, as I was saying... Oh, hiya, Dad.
Hiya.
Thought you were working.
I was, but Mick came in. And seeing as I've got an assignment to do, he let me go early.
That was very good of him.
We were just going to have a coffee.
Yeah, we were.
Lovely. Milk and 2 sugars for me, love.
You all right, mate? There you go, boys. See you later. So you reckon Tina stands a good chance, then, or what?
Yeah, if he does okay in these tests, looks like he'll be joining up.
That's what the lad needs, isn't it?
Well, either that or I'll end up inside.
Yeah, well, the way Ellen Kitson's talking, I could be sharing a cell with him.
Have you seen her today?
Yeah, fat lot of good it was and all. I mean, all she told me was I'm up to my neck in it. I mean, how Gemma could have told me that. Nah, Elaine doing one's the worst thing that could have happened.
I've been thinking, could be better for you, Elaine, doing a runner.
How'd you work that out?
Well, you can say what you like. She's not here. Who's to say any difference? She's gone for good, you said that yourself, yeah?
Yeah, okay, she's gone for good.
So, it's time you started thinking about you and the kids.
Come on, son, I can't just diss Elaine completely.
Think about it, Mick. Your brief's already told you that you're right in it. Now, you've got 2 choices. You either go into court and say, yeah, I stuck the pillow over Gladys's head, or...
It didn't exactly happen that way, did it?
Just listen to me, will you? Or, knowing that Elaine's not coming back, you say, well, tell them you want to change your statement and say you weren't even in the room at the time.
Are you kidding me or what?
Well, who's going to say any different?
So you want me to trash everything that went on in that room? All the promises I made to Gladys, you want me to trash all that?
What options have you got?
I've got one option, Sim, but that's to tell the truth.
And who's going to back you up on that?
Well, you for a start.
Me?
Yeah, I told you the truth straight after it all happened.
Did you?
Come on, son, you know it did. You know I'm telling the truth.
Mick, you did what you did because you felt it was right, and I agree with you. But no court's going to back you up if you stick with your version of events.
So what are you saying? I'd lie through my teeth.
I'm saying you should do whatever it takes to keep you out of jail and keep you and the kids together as a family.
Next here on 4, you're in the only place for Friday comedy, and definitely among friends.